Welcome tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scola, and it's Powell in the small forward position.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
The tray. Raptors get it back. The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The shot by Curry, no good.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
And it's DeRozan missing.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
He feeds it to Powell. Drills it from outside. Powell's got 5 now.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Curry dishes to Green. The feed now to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Bogut. Off the screen. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter it.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket, no matter who was offering the resistance.
Leaps for it, and it's DeRozan missing. And here are the Warriors now. 4-point game. And stolen by Scola. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. Connects on the 9-footer.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's DeRozan. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Thompson inside the line. And the shot falls short this time.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Curry. Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Ross. And the Raptors miss again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. 1:51 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Livingston.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want. But they've been trickling out on them, guys. They just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Warriors trail by 5. And Rush kicks to Green. Here's Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
There's Green with the three. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Ross with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And again, no good by Toronto.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
And even 3-on-3 break. DeRozan kicks to Patterson. His three-pointers off the mark. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And the slam dunk by Rush.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
He got it! That is one fantastic buzzer beater!
He hit that shot like it was nothing.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Toronto ahead, up by 4. And the send away just after this short break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Terrence Ross. Patrick Patterson is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Lowry. And it's Joseph in at the 2. Ross for 3. Shot is off. Good defense by Iguodala. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Curry's shot is good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Powell in for Terrence Ross.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Here's Lowry. Charity stripe shot. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his first bucket of the night.
This is a tale of 2 quarters here, really. In the first, they had trouble converting their possessions. I think their field goal percentage was a tad over 20%. But they've shot themselves out of that slump, and now they have the lead and look to be in a good place offensively. Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Barnes. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Raptors also making a change. DeRozan's checked in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Livingston to the inside. Green, the pass to Spates. Green kicks to Livingston. No good on the triple.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Outside, Green. The 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Now the Warriors moving it up. And Spates gets it to go.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Barbosa dishes to Spates. Green inside the three-point line. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Livingston.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th rebound in this one. And finished off by DeRozan.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Buries it from about 10 feet away. And now a 7-point Raptor lead.
He was the first one to react to that.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Raptors lead by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
And now the third quarter about to get going. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in the pivot spot manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. They kick it out to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game. Raptors leading by 8. To the wing right side. Stolen by Thompson. To the middle. It's stolen by Lowry. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his third foul of the game. And DeRozan. Here we go. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. DeRozan's got 8 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Out to Thompson. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. No good from Bogut.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Green with the block. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes with the ball.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
DeRozan. It's good from the top of the key. DeRozan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. And then for Toronto, Biyombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Iguodala dishes to Curry. From deep. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. DeRozan's got 12 in the game.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Bogut kicks to Barnes. Drops in the tray. Barnes has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Toronto calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. And that one's good.
And you look at the story defensively in this game. I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me. It's costing them. They're paying for it.
Iguodala, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game.
The turnover total in the first half, only one, but a totally different story here in the second.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. Dishes to Rush. The three. Back to Barnes.